So I do notice the thinning that you have up here in the crown. I don't really see it anywhere else, which is a great thing. So I'm going to ask you a few questions to try to understand it. When did you start to notice the thinning?
Well, this is my second time with locks. The first time they was twisting too much, so when I cut them off, it was like little bald spots in the middle. So then when I decided to grow it out, you probably still see some of the bald spots there. But in terms of like the thinning, I want to say like a year ago.
Hello, my name is Anita Neal. I've had my locks for over 15 years. I have tried dealing with many people. About a year and a half ago, I just decided to go on Facebook. Everybody was finding things on Facebook. I decided to go on Facebook, take pictures of my locks, and ask for help because I hadn't had them done in over 2 years. Marula Locs was one of the people who reached out to me and said I could do a consult and help you fix your locks. So I came in, she looked at them. I had done some serious damage to them, and she said we could fix it. And I've been coming ever since a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So those spots that you had from the tension before, do you feel like they filled back in?
Some of them, yes.
Some of them, but not all. Okay. Okay. And the thinning that you're noticing is also in this area where the thinning in your locks is also in the area where your hair is thinning from your scalp.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you have a history of early hair loss in your family?
No.
No. Do you take any sort of vitamins, hair vitamins, nail vitamins, or any sort of supplements that you may be doing for your body?
Just multivitamin.
Multivitamin.
Yeah,
okay.
But nothing like hair specific.
Okay.
Miss Danita, she is one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites actually, but they're my favorites for certain reasons. Miss Danita is my favorite because, as she already told y'all, when she came in, she told me flat out, I have not done anything to my hair. And we essentially ended up cutting off all her locks, restructuring them, and then reattaching them. So she kind of has lock extensions, she kind of has reattachment. It's a whole different structure that we created just for her. But going forward from that time that she decided to choose herself, honey, she here every 6 weeks like clockwork. And I love it. I never have to worry about Miss Danita. She follows every instruction. And now look at her hair. It's so pretty. It's so long. We love it.
There is a chance that you are at a season in your life where your hair is like, I'm tired. I've been doing this. I've been growing all these years. I'm tired. But we want to try to see if we can reactivate those, right? So what I see is not, you don't have breakage. So it's not thinning because your hair is breaking. It's more so, like I said, it's a follicle issue. So you have less follicles in this area than you have back here, right? The follicles that are active are growing well and they're growing healthy. They're just not as many of them in this area, right? So we're gonna do a few things. I'm gonna put you on kind of like a routine or a plan that I want you to follow for about 3 or 4 months so that we can see if we can reactivate these follicles. If we can, they'll start to grow. If we can't, they won't. Right, and I'll give you kind of a overall, this is what we're gonna do. You can decide if you wanna keep growing or not. Right?
Yep.
Does that answer the question that you were kind of aiming towards?
Yes.
Perfect. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix you an oil today that's going to be a scalp stimulant. I want you to use it 1 time a week, hot. Right? So I want you to warm it up. And then when you put it in, I want you to massage it. Right? Give it a good like 4 or 5 minutes. That's going to see if we can reactivate those follicles. We're going to see if we can get them to open back up. Right? In addition to taking that biotin. You should get a pill that, I want to say the cc's on it should be somewhere around 300 cc's at least. When you see the pill, at least. Any more than that, you're welcome to, but I find that when you overdo it with vitamins, it can make your stomach upset. Right? So try to find something like that. You can get any brand, I really don't care, as long as it's a hair nails pill. So it's going to have vitamin E in it, it's going to have biotin in it.
I love the consistency and just her deciding to choose her. That's what having locks is. It's self-love, it's caring for yourself, and it's being responsible for what grows out of your scalp and loving it the way that it is.
Right, you can even take a straight biotin if you like. But I want you to start adding those into your diet every day, and along with the high oil treatment. Right. As are pretty healthy. I don't see anything crazy with them. They are a little dry to the touch. So I'm also going to add you to a hydration as well. That's going to be a daily hydration. It's just a mist that you can spray in. You can make it yourself, or I can make a batch for you right now and you can take it home with you. Okay? And then we'll make your first maintenance appointment, which will just be a retwist. And I'm also going to do a protein treatment for you while you're back there. We can make that appointment and then we'll get started with that spicy routine to see what we can get. Okay? Did you have any other questions I can answer for you today?
If for some reason it doesn't, like, worst case scenario, the follicles don't come back or open up. Would you be like combining some of the locks like in the thinning part, or like how would you? So
the locks themselves, the integrity of their foundations are fine. Right? I don't see that they are going to fall out. They are thinner than the rest of your locks, which is what you're noticing. They're not thinning themselves. They're not breaking. From the hair that is growing and the hair that is attached. Right? So the root and the lock are a perfect match as far as size. You're just noticing that they are thinner than your other locks. Does that make sense?
It does.
So they don't necessarily need to be combined. You can combine them if you like. The thing is, though, because this area is not as full, if we combine them, you'll have less locks in the top.